Hey guys, I'm here. We are finally about to dive into Marvel's Moon Knight. You know, after all the trailers that we've seen for this up to this point, from the interviews, the behind the scenes stuff, I've been really looking forward to checking this show out. I mean, from the psychological element of it, the glimpses of horror, the mental health aspect, Oscar Isaacs and Ethan Hawke coming into this as well. I've been really looking forward to this show. It definitely, from what we've seen up to this point, it definitely seems and feels like it's going to be a very different type of MCU show than we've had with the previous ones. From what I've heard, from what they've said, it's very much character driven, and in a way that it's very much in its own pocket of the MCU. There's not, from what I've heard, not very many ties to any of the other characters in the universe. We're just going to be kind of focusing in and doing a character study in a way that we haven't really done in a really long time. And I'm really looking forward to that. Like, it just, like, the mixes of elements that they are blending together into this have me really intrigued, and I can't wait to jump into this thing. So we're going to go ahead and do that. So if you're part of the 75% of people that are watching this channel yet are not subscribed, which I'm sure there's going to be a bunch of new faces here today, if you enjoyed this reaction, I really hope by the end of it, you decide to hit that button and join our family here on the channel. That said, if you want to see the full-length reaction to this episode, you can check that out unedited over on Patreon, or if you become a member of the channel, gets you access as well. It's one of the ways you help support us over here, help us work towards expanding the types of reactions that we do, the amount, and improve the quality of these reactions that come to you guys here on YouTube. Along with the full-length reactions to all these episodes, you also get the same for all the other shows that we cover here on the channel, as well as a bunch of exclusive movie reactions that are over there for you guys, where at the start of the month, you actually get to put forth your suggestions and then vote on what movies we add to that list at the end of each month. Monthly Q&As, behind-the-scenes footage, trying to make it worthwhile since you guys are going out of your way to support the channel. But I know not everybody can do that, and a simple way you can help us out is just by liking, commenting, subscribing, and help us combat that dreaded YouTube algorithm. And that all said and down the way, guys, let's go ahead and jump into our first episode of Moon Knight. Here we go. Is that a way to see if he's left the perimeter of his bed? He's checking the seals. Okay, interesting.
And only the worthiest would be allowed to pass through the field of reeds.
And did it suck for you? Getting rejected from the field of reeds?
Well, that makes sense, because I'm not dead, am I?
Stevie.
Am I?
He questioned it there for a second. Am I? Am I dead?
My neck's towards but just checking. We still on for 7 tomorrow?
7 tomorrow.
Best steak in town?
Are you asking me out?
You're funny. I'll see you then.
Oh, what?
Nice guy. Yeah, mate.
Scott. Stephen. With a V. I don't even know about it until I wake up wherever. That's why I try and stay awake at night. What do you think? Nah, you're right. I mean, I guess there are...
It's one of those human statues.
No? I think it's a bit... I'm sorry. Extra pralines.
That's kind of cute. That's funny.
I will see you on the flip-flop.
Oh, that's a neat shot. Should you just try not to fall asleep at all? Oh, that didn't work. Whoa, okay.
Oh, that was weird.
Oh, I didn't like that. I've got jaw issues, so that definitely made me uncomfortable. Where is he? Oh, hi.
Go back to sleep, worm.
Hello? Where are you?
Surrender the body to Marc. Idiots in control.
Oh. Oh, what the?
Don't just stand there. Run!
We got a castle. Where are we? That's not odd.
You're a brave man, offering your soul for judgment, wanting to serve our goddess even before she wakes.
Please, Harrow. I must know.
Call me Arthur. Come, will you accept
Arthur.
your scales regardless of the outcome? I'm sorry.
Oh. Did wow, he sucked her soul out.
Is he still here?
We think so, yes.
Do I have a meat?
Oh, bollocks.
Will you return the scarab?
Oh, you mean,
You will give him nothing.
here?
Take it. That's so strange. Sorry, but I will not ask.
This
I
is
didn't do that on purpose.
intense.
I'm trying to stop my legs from moving. I'm trying to give it to you. Wait.
Man, I feel so bad for Steven, dude. Uh-oh. Oh!
No.
Oh!
Idiot.
Oh!
I see you're angry. I know I've made you
Oh
angry. I'm
my
sorry.
gosh.
Oh, God.
That's gotta be so terrifying. Yes, omniscient voice. Oh my. Holy shit. Oh my god, that dude's
You
dead.
use the scarab, I'll kill you both.
I don't understand what's happening.
Oh, he's driving backwards.
Did he just throw the gun?
I don't know what I'm doing.
Then leave us be, parasite.
Oh, be nice to Steven. No! Oh gosh. Wow, okay, just from this first episode, man, it's pretty violent, man. I love it. Especially with that, when he woke up in that town square just covered in blood. I was like, oh, dang, is this a taste? Is this why we were like, we could have those Daredevil shows now? Got a new little artifact in the tank. No, it's a different fish.
But if you want to swap it, go ahead. But like I said yesterday, they've
Wait,
all
what?
got...
What do you mean yesterday? I wasn't here yesterday.
Yeah, all right. Look, as I said, they've all got...
Lost time.
Wait, is that clock right? No, that's impossible. I just woke up.
Are you mad? The fish is wrong, the time is wrong, you're not quite right.
Oh, bugger. Bugger, I've got a date.
Yeah, he, maybe one of his other selves replaced the fish before putting Steven back in the driver's seat, maybe. Trying to make him think that they didn't lose time.
What do you mean? I'm at the restaurant. The steak. It's steak time.
Yeah, I ate steak by myself, thanks. 2 days ago. It doesn't change the fact that today is Sunday, which means lose my number. Cheers.
I'll have a steak, please.
Sure. What cut would you like?
Breaking his veganism after all of this. Is he just like punishing himself, or one of the others switching in? You got hidden exit.
What's this about?
The scarab. A key and a cell phone. Oh, Motorola Razr, my God. Oh, the memories.
Yeah, all right.
That's it? I've been texting and calling you for months. You couldn't give me any sign that you were okay? I thought something happened to you. Where are you? Where have you been?
Sorry, who do you think I am?
What do you mean, who? What's wrong with you, Marc?
What did you just call me? Stephen. Stop looking.
Wait, is this? Okay. Yeah, alright. I think we saw this bit in the trailer. Or at least a teensy bit of it. Oh my lord. Dude. Oh. Uh-oh.
Imagine my surprise to find you here.
Excuse me, Ronnie. This man right here has been following me. No, I don't know. Please, Amit.
Thank you.
Ronnie.
By even her own avatar.
Avatars. Blue people. Love that film.
By avatar.
You mean that?
What I mean.
Anime.
Stephen. Stop it.
We got an Avatar, The Last Airbender reference in an MCU show. Hell yeah.
I am trying to help you.
I saw you kill that woman in the Alps.
There's chaos in you.
Could the scales not settle?
Where are you, you little bugger?
Oh, hi. Is it a jackal?
I hear you. Can you hear me?
Oh, ooh.
Stephen Grant of the gift shop. Give me the scarab and you won't be torn apart.
Oh my lord.
Stephen. Stephen, I could save us. But I can't have you fighting me this time. Look at me. You're not gonna die. Let me save us.
He was changing. Holy shit! He's like, no, you came in here, you ain't getting away, dude. I love that. It tried to get the fuck away from him. That was intense. I liked that a lot. Had like its elements of like slow burn to it, but like there was so much intensity behind everything going on, especially from Steven's point of view. Because he seems to not know anything about his situation. And I don't see anything after the credits, but this is a really cool sequence. I will just kind of let it play out while I kind of talk about some stuff. But Oscar Isaacs, man, was killing it here. I did get a little excited there because when we showed up in that random town with the castle. From what we had seen in the trailers, the Von de. I was like, are we in Latveria? I got so excited for a second. It was like, apparently not. It was like, because we actually saw the full descriptor of that box later, and it was like some really long word. I know a lot of people got kind of excited about all that. Oh wow, that's a good shot right there. But that whole sequence, he lost what, 2 days, and he woke up in some other country, it seemed like. And it was haunting the way that played out, especially setting us in Steven's point of view. Again, I'm really interested to see like how they expand on all of this, on the different personas, on their personalities, how they function, how they work. Because it's not like this one, at least, Steven doesn't seem to be aware of the other ones at all. I'm assuming that's Marc he was talking to, the actual owner of the phone. The one, the core body. The mercenary that Ethan Hawke's character was talking about, you know, when he was confronting him out there. And he's like, I guess he's like the avatar of this death god. I forget the name right now. And he's judging people. And he's got his following. He's a bit of a cult leader, it seems like, which is an interesting premise to kind of go on. And for whatever reason, he needs that scarab. But Marc, Moonknight, whoever, is messing with his plans. Like, this doesn't seem to be his first run-in with Marc either. So I'm curious to see how they unfold this story, because I feel like we're going to have to like rewind a little bit and see what had led up to this. But like, it definitely, it's so easy to be really sympathetic for Steven, the way they've set it up too and framed everything, especially when we see him black out and come to in completely different situations, different locations, lost time, new goldfish, covered in blood. Was that? I think that was the most blood we've seen on a person and in a scene and in one of these Marvel shows. Which is maybe why they weren't so afraid, especially because they've been talking up the violence of this show in particular, leading into it, that it's the farthest that they've pushed the MCU. That they were like, okay, we're going to be doing this with Moon Knight, so it's probably not going to be that huge of a stretch for us to have the Netflix shows on Disney Plus. Because I know that caused a little bit of an uproar while they updated their parental controls going into this show as well. So I don't know, that definitely got me a little bit of a taste, but it makes me wonder how far they are going to push the envelope, because that seems like, I mean, it's the first episode, but the way they did that, the way they framed the transitions from him blacking out, losing control, and then taking control back into these situations, the whole sequence in the truck was tense. The pace of it all, the presentation in general is really well done, especially like when we cut back and he's like, poof, and now he's got the gun. He's like, what the hell? And then looks back and that one dude's just beat all to hell and falls off the back of the truck out the open door. It's just, it was really well done, man. Like, it was, keeps you in Steven's head, and you're just as confused as he is going through all of this, especially, you know, asking a girl out that he doesn't remember ever asking out, and then completely losing that date. We know he's a vegan, and then because of all the stress, was like, you know what, screw it. I'm gonna have a steak after everything that he's just literally went through. To find out he's got a secret compartment in his apartment. How long has Steven existed? This personality. How long has he worked here in London? And there's just so many questions on how this works in this world. Obviously, this is a real world condition, which I'll be honest, I don't know that much about, like the nuances of it, but I mean, the way they're playing around with it, is really beautifully driven. I will say that, at least artistically, for the narrative of the story and the unfolding of the story. And I don't know, man. I thought Oscar Isaacs was killing it. Ethan Hawke he's got this presence that is welcoming but threatening. I mean, that introduction to him with him taking a drink of that liquor, busting the glass, and then putting the glass shards into his sandals and walking around just shows you the kind of guy he is, you know. Pain doesn't matter. He's got a higher calling, so he believes. But I mean, heck, he believes in something that's tangible because he's summoning Anubis like creature things, like this is the mummy that has sent them after Stephen here at the museum. But I like that though, like when he was like, Stephen, listen, you gotta give me control. Because we heard that other voice, like that ethereal booming voice. I don't know who that's coming from. We saw I think Khonshu, is it? The skeleton bird entity that was like coming at him in the hallway, following him on the bus. You know, I don't know if that's Khonshu's voice or if that's maybe another persona. Maybe that is the Moon Knight. But then again, when Marc took control, he turned into Moon Knight. So I don't know how that works. I don't know this character that well. I've said this before. My main exposure, and my only exposure really, to this character was just them being a playable character, and I believe it was the first Marvel Ultimate Alliance game. That's it. That's all I have. That's all I know, except for the visual, the aesthetic of Moon Knight, and what I can only assume is the inaccurate comparison that is drawn between Batman and this character. Well, I don't know, because I know that there's a completely different run that really redefined this character, and I think gave them the personalities, and I think that was a little more recent, because I do remember hearing some people talk about that before going to the show, not knowing which direction they were going with, but then the trailers kind of show that they were going with the multiple personalities and then I think before it was like those were just like aliases that he would go by, like he was more of like an undercover kind of guy. I don't know. I'm just going off what I've heard, guys. So please correct me if I'm wrong, but I really like this. I thought it was well shot, really well paced, beautifully acted. I think the only nitpick that I do have is some of the CGI, but that's very extremely minor surface level stuff, because I was not kicked out of this at all. Not even for a second was I lost during this little ride. And I'm really excited to see how this whole thing unfolds. We got 5 episodes to go. We're doing the typical, well, I mean, really after WandaVision. WandaVision is the only one that really kind of had its own kind of cadence. Every other live action show since has been 6-episode story arcs. So we got another one here. So we got 5 more to go. And I really can't wait to see what they do with this. I thought it was really fun, the way they kind of parsed out the story through Steven's perspective here. And I can't wait to get to know the other personalities going on, what actually happened to Marc, what he's got Steven wrapped up in. I need to know, man. I need answers. But this was a great pilot. This is a great introduction episode, and I cannot wait for next week to see where this thing goes. So guys, sound off the comments. Let me know your thoughts down below. We'll carry on the conversation after the video. If you enjoyed this, join our conversation in our Discord. We can talk about it there as well. Links to that on my socials down below. Hope you follow me in each and every one of those. Remember, if you want to see the full-length, unedited reaction to this, you can check it out over on Patreon, or if you become a member of the channel, gets you access as well. Speaking of, before you go, I do want to shout out our channel legends: Manny Sherritt, Ryan Karen, Philly Vane, Yori Korskov, Margaret Grace, Mary Bradley, Nate Prouty, and Melita. Thank you guys, as always, for your continued support, and everybody who is tuning in for this here on the channel. That's it for this one, guys. I will see you all next week with the next episode of Moon Knight. Take care, everybody.